Evening, everybody. It's 6:25, and it's Wednesday afternoon, and this is video number 921. We had a bunch of economic news today, and it's really hard to figure whether good news is good news or good news is bad news, etc. But the ADP numbers, I mentioned them this morning, were a huge miss, and the futures had been up substantially, triple digits, and by the time the market opened, they were up about half that. ADP was a miss, 374,000 versus 600,000 expected. ISM, though, was a little bit higher, 59.9 versus 59.5. Now, it's not a big deal one way or the other, 0.5%, because the demarcation line of expansion versus retraction is 50. So 59.9 is still pretty healthy. Construction spending was up 0.3% versus an expectation of 0, which was last month's number, and that was reduced by 1. So it was 0.3 versus 0.1 initially. And as far as stocks go, I don't have a lot of information for you today. ABBV closed or is 112.26, down 8.52 or 7.1% on an FDA warning for the labeling of one of their drugs. As far as earnings go, C3AI was beat top and bottom line, and after closing 53.11, up $1.59, traded all the way down to 47.5. Last is 48.92, and that's down 5%, $2.69. CHEWY, however, was a miss, both top and bottom line. The stock had closed 87.43, down 69 cents, immediately traded to 76.77, and that's down 8.62 or 9.7%. And then we have the big winner and the big loser. The big winner was Focus Universal, and this is a strange one. This is a stock that was moving up and up listing, and it had closed on Friday at 5.10, down $1.56 or 24% on the news that they were uplisting, but they were also going to issue some shares, 2 million shares, I believe it was, at $5. Today, it traded from a low of 5.70 to a high of 24.48. There was no other news, and the stock has been running in late trading, and the last is 22, up 16.90 or 327%. So let me just show you both of these. Support. FCUV. Focus. The stock was $4 a month ago. Traded as low as $4.49 on 7/28. Ended the day at 5.10 yesterday. Today traded 30.20, so it's actually made another new high since I took my notes. And the last is 28.90, up 23.65, 463%. Okay, the other chart that was up, support group. This is an interesting one. This one month and a half ago was $4. Started up last week, last Monday, went from $8 and change to 11.17. Next day up another half a buck. Next day up another two and a quarter, 229, 19%. And then on Thursday closed 1970, up 574 or 41%. It then traded on Friday with a high just under $60 and closed up 663, although on the bottom, on the low of the day. Had another rally on Monday, up back to 43 and closed up 38%. Today closed 23.62. So the stock was down 25% today, but it's 66, 2/3 off the high from 60 all the way down to 21 and a half. So again, no real news, just kind of meme status, short covering, big rally, big collapse. That's the way they've been trading. Okay, the chart on the screen is the oil, and again, it is trading in this little range between 67 and 70. The high here, 69.64. That was 2 days ago. Today got down to 67.12 and then rallied and closed actually up on the day. Closed down 32 cents. Oh, down 32 cents, but well off the low, over $1 off the low. And tonight is trading down 32 cents. So there's not a lot of action there. It is kind of interesting, but the most interesting one clearly is the relationship between Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you listen to any of my work, I'm a big fan of Ethereum. I think when people hear crypto, the first thing that comes to mind is Bitcoin. But in fact, Ethereum is the leader as far as I'm concerned. And the reason for that is that it's used in commerce, and it's also used, and the reason that it's been so much stronger the last couple of days is the revival of the NFT market. Ethereum clearly is the building block for these EFTs. So today, when Bitcoin was up on the day, I'll show you what we did. Bitcoin today was up 930, and that was roughly 1.96%. And I've shown you this chart before. Ethereum does not have this downward bias, and in fact, when you see the chart, you'll see how much more progress it has actually made. So today, when Bitcoin was up 1.9%, look at what Ethereum did. Ethereum closed up 305.75, almost as much as Bitcoin looked like, except that it's 1/10 the size. So today, while Bitcoin was up 1.96, Ethereum was up 9% and is higher tonight and has clearly broken back out to the upside. And if you look at it on a weekly basis, you'll see the next high that we have is the all-time closing high on a weekly basis, which was 40.68 and a quarter. And today we closed 38.11. So we are clearly within striking distance. And as I said, tonight it's up a little bit further, has not made a new high yet versus today, but the last is up 63 or 1.7%. Okay, so market internals, the Dow was down 48, but it was 1.6 to 1 up market internals. NASDAQ up 50, 1.5 to 1 up. The volume was a little bit higher. And as I showed you, oil was up 9 cents, gold was down 210. The Bitcoin, Ethereum, you've seen, the US dollar closed 92.45, down 18 basis points, and bonds were up about a quarter. Tomorrow we have Thursday's claims day, initial and continuing. We have trade balance, we have factory orders, we have productivity and unit labor costs, all tomorrow morning. So I'll be back first thing in the morning to give you an update and my pre-opening comment. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will be back in the morning.